Around 30 elephants have escaped from a private game reserve, forcing residents in KwaCeza near Ulundi to flee their homes. The herd is believed to have broken free from their enclosure on Tuesday night, but officials are now monitoring the wild animals' movements, hoping to have them relocated soon. But let's speak now to Vuyiswa Radebe from Ezemvelo, KZN Wildlife, for the latest on this. Vuyiswa, good morning to you. What exactly took place here? How did 30 elephants escape? Does that speak to a weakness in how you're able to secure these animals?
Good morning to you and to your listeners. And yeah, my name, like you said, is Vuyiswa. So I must let you know that this has been an ongoing story with the elephants in Mawana. They were given to the Mawana Community Private Game Reserve when they were on request. However, they have not been able to maintain their fences, and the elephants ended up escaping. So we have been getting these calls, and we have been issuing them with compliance notices. And then off late, which is this year, they decided that they're going to say the animals that they do not belong to them. So the animals have been roaming in the streets of Ulundi, in the streets of the villages in that area. And we have been in contact with the FFE, our national department, to get a permit to destroy the roaming elephants, which are threatening people's lives. You will remember also that on the 31st of August, this year, we also destroyed some of them that were seen in the neighboring community and terrorizing the communities. However, we got a backlash from our NGOs, and which is why we are here today, because we are pleading with anyone who's got a better solution than non-lethal to come forward, because as Ezemvelo, we have the right to go and destroy those animals, because we have a permit that says if there is a threat for loss of life, we can take action according to that permit. However, this time we decided that let's call everybody to come on board and see what they can do to assist the situation.
So by destroy, you mean to put them down, correct?
To put them down, yes.
Yeah, I just needed to get that clarification, Vuyiswa, because I think you mentioned the backlash from NGOs, and I imagine that that might very well still come. But there is again the issue of this is something that may very well happen again if the animals themselves are not secured, and you know, to respond by putting them down every time there is elephants that have been escaping is not really getting to the root of the problem. So what kind of engagements are you having to tackle that issue?
Okay, when we received the call on Wednesday from enclosure, we started actioning our teams to go on the ground and monitor the situation. In the meantime, we then started engaging with the NGOs to come up with a better solution, the ones that we've got contacts. And our communication departments then issued a statement as well to say, please come on board, those ones that are willing and able in the situation. So we have been engaging with the NGOs. In fact, the whole day yesterday, my day was taken by me between the calls and the NGOs trying to come up with a solution. Yeah. The only solution that we got yesterday was just a drone that was flown over and was able to chase the elephants into the bottom of the river. However, this morning, the situation looks like it's going back to normal because the elephants are starting to move up the river.
Well, just talk to me about the communities that are impacted. And then for those that are watching, I mean, elephants, while beautiful animals, can also be somewhat dangerous. So what we should be doing for communities in the area that do encounter them, what should they be doing?
Yeah. You know what is good about this time, Naledi, is that it's a joint operation. The communities are on the ground and they are monitoring the situation with us. We are also on the ground monitoring the situation. The NGOs came on site yesterday, and that is when they were able to dispatch a drone, and today coming to send a helicopter. But the engagements between them and us has been very smooth. We haven't had any hiccups. However, we are expecting that if the situation gets any worse than what it is right now, that is when we might be able to see the divisions, because the community are unhappy because there is a threat, since they had somebody who was trampled by an elephant in March. And that person today, as we speak, they are sitting on a wheelchair. So currently it's a catch-22 situation, because the communities are saying, let us destroy these animals because there is a threat of life. But the NGOs on the other side, they are saying, they have a right to life as well, these elephants, so we cannot just kill them. So we're having a situation where, as much as for now, the communication is going very well between the three stakeholders, but the only problem is that should the situation change, that is where we're going to see the division, and hopefully we're going to be joint. I mean, we have a joint decision in terms of how we take the matter forward.
Yeah.
But today we're going to monitor very closely, and if it comes to a push, a decision will need to be taken.
Well, please keep us updated as you watch the developments around these 30 elephants, and then, of course, some visuals of them as well as they move around the area would really be appreciated. Vuyiswa Radebe there from the Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife for the latest on that story. We take